Hey guys, welcome back to Cyntivee. If you've joined us before, then you know that we're all about CBD and cannabis education, breaking through all the new information and helping you get started. Today, we're introducing edibles and everything you need to know if you're feeling ready to try it for the first time. Edibles are an incredibly popular way of consuming CBD and cannabis. They are the second most popular consumption tool after the CBD tincture and cannabis flower, respectively. Still, many people's first experience ranges from the very good to the very scary. But luckily for all of us, edibles on the market have come a long way, and so has education about cannabis as an aid for pain, insomnia, anxiety, and stress. So let's get to it. Edibles, how do they work? Let's do a little comparison here to illustrate. When inhaling cannabis, either through smoking or vaporizing, the cannabinoids hit your lungs and enter your bloodstream immediately. That's why you feel the effects of a joint pretty quickly after taking one hit. The effects of one hit can last anywhere from a few minutes to 2 hours. When you're taking an edible, on the other hand, the cannabinoids have to pass through your digestive system first, and then they enter your bloodstream. All of our bodies operate differently, so the effects of an edible can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours to fully kick in, and they can last from 2 hours to 6. Experts recommend that you start low and go slow when you're trying edibles. You can always take more, but you cannot take less. First, you'll need to decide what you want from your edible. Do you need help falling asleep? Do you want to feel a buzz? Maybe you just have some pain or stress that you want to take care of. What you feel when you take your edible will be largely determined by cannabinoids. Remember those? There are many different types, but the two you're most likely to see on your packaging are THC and CBD. Each of these causes different effects independently and when combined. You can learn a little bit more about cannabinoids and each of their effects in my former blog post and video on choosing the right cannabis product for you. I'll be sure to link it in the description below. The most important thing is to figure out what you want from your edibles experience and to choose cannabinoid profiles that help achieve those goals. Next, you'll have to figure out the right dose. In addition to cannabinoids, dosing plays a huge role in the way that you feel after taking your edible. A standard dose when taking THC products is 10 milligrams. A standard CBD dose ranges from 5 to 25 milligrams. If you are new or particularly sensitive, you may want to start with a fraction of a standard dose. These doses are called microdoses, and they typically clock in between 2 and 5 milligrams. To get a microdose, you can either break a standard dose piece into smaller pieces, or you can buy a pre-microdose product on the market. Third up, you'll have to decide what type of edible you'd like. The days of pop brownies as the most popular edible are long behind us, and there are tons of new options on the market. There's everything from cookies to chocolate, gummies, teas, honey sticks. There's all kinds of things. You can also try making your own infused recipes at home by making a CBD or THC infused oil. Some days you may want to have an infused granola for a hike. Other days you may want to just have a fruit chew for a fun treat. There's a lot of variety out there, so have some fun with it. And finally, given all of that variety on the market, the next important thing to consider is the quality of your edible. If you're typically a consumer that considers ingredients or nutrition in your food purchases, get an edible that lives up to your standards. If you're gluten-free, vegan, have allergies, there are edibles on the market for you. Just make sure to read the package to know exactly what you're eating. Whether you make it at home or purchase it as a dispensary, just make sure you know exactly what's in your edible. Phew, it seems like a lot, but you got this. Here are a couple last tips as you get started with edibles. First, read the package. You're going to be taking a look at the cannabinoids, the dosing guidelines, the ingredients. Just be informed, baby. Be informed. Also, be patient. I've said it once, I've said it twice, and I will say it again, boo. You've got to be patient. Start low and go slow. You'll figure out what the right thing for you is with edibles, but it might take some tinkering around to figure it out. Consider a journal to keep track of the doses, ratios, and products that you're trying and how you feel when you take each one. Third, consider what's in your system. If you're new, avoid trying edibles with an empty stomach or while drinking alcohol. What's in your stomach will definitely affect the onset and duration of your edibles effects, so keep that in mind. Lastly, ABC, always be comfy. Look, if you feel comfortable doing what you do in public, then do that. But most likely, if you're new, you should be testing out these edibles from the comfort of your own home. You've got blankets, you've got water, a couch, other snacks. If you feel comfortable, go for it. But just always be sure to ABC, always be comfy. So there you have it. Edibles are an incredible way of consuming CBD or cannabis, and I hope that this was a helpful introduction to help you get started. Thank you so much to 3Lee for making this video possible. Check out the link in the description to learn a bit more about them. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out and stay tuned for more from us here at Cyntivee. Bye!